Time to take a peek at some awesome STEM toys for the little scientists on your Christmas list. Lori Shack joins us now, and she's the Chief Toy Officer at the Toy Insider. Boy, that's a great title. Hey, good morning, and thanks so much for joining us. And I understand we've got 5 suggestions here, and let's take them one toy at a time. And if we can, let's start with this thing here, this big propeller, this big wind gauge. Is it the Tims and Cosmos, I believe?
Thames and Cosmos. So this is called wind power, and probably the most promising sources of clean energy is wind. So kids are going to actually build this wind turbine. It's really cool. You can use it indoors or out. There's actually stakes if you're using it outside. You'll need a fake source of wind like a hair blower if you're playing inside. But what happens is there's a rechargeable battery and a button in the back. So there's a way for kids to push this button when they're collecting the wind energy, when the energy is coming in. And then, of course, once they've collected it and recharged the battery, then we can get this to power up all on its own. So really, really cool way for kids to understand about wind and the power and the resource that it is.
Okay, no, that sounds fantastic. So we go wind. Let's breeze our way to the next thing, and that would be the Apollo NASA moon missions. Kids love space. Tell us about this incredible game.
Kids do love space, and listen, the family is home playing together, I hope, this weekend. So this is our Apollo. It's a game that's inspired by the NASA astronauts, by the missions, specifically the Gemini and the Apollo mission. Oh, wow. So most of the I'll start with Gemini. It's the easier one. Of course, Apollo is when we got to the moon. And the way we play is that the players, we have one person that will be mission control. Everyone else is an astronaut. And what you're doing is you're using these panels. You have to follow the exact cycles. You have to deal with crisis that could happen on board. You have to get, by working together, this is a cooperative game, you have to get to the moon and back safely. So everyone either wins or everyone has to start again.
Wow, a game about traveling among the stars. We go from something else sparkly, not stars, but crystals, crystal growing lab. Can you tell us a bit about this?
So this is our ultimate crystal growing laboratory. It's beautiful. It's where style kind of meets science. So kids are going to get everything they need to grow these beautiful crystals, but not just in rock form. In beautiful forms like this, we have the whale diving into the sea, or beautiful little charms and jewelry that they can make.
Oh, wow.
So they'll understand the molecular reaction. They'll understand that using different sources, the crystals will grow differently. And then it comes with everything they need to glitter and glamour it up, like the paints, neon paints, the brushes, everything else. So really, really fun.
Wow, glittery and shining like the sun. Hey, speaking of the sun, let's talk a bit about solar energy and the solar bots. Do I have that right? Solar bots.
So this is great because we know that kids love to build robots. Well, this is an 8-in-1 robot kit. This is also by Thames. Comes with this great guide. But kids are going to build robots, but each of these robots there's one solar panel, so you can build 8 different robots. You can build a drummer that marches or an armadillo that does somersaults. This is my little cricket, but it's all panel. So putting this guy out in the sun will come in, the panel will grab that energy, and this guy will move. You can also use indoor sources like lamps, but there's nothing more powerful than the sun. So the kids will learn about that, and it's a lot of fun for them to understand how much energy we really get from the sun.
I got to tell you, full disclosure, as a father of 4, I would say these are not just for kids, but I think adults would have fun with these too, including this next one, a rocket, the Mission to Mars rocket. Tell us about this guy.
All right, this is the Guju Mission to Mars rocket. It's all about the adventure and building this amazing rocket. So I'm going to show this to you because I have a built one right here. This rocket is 2.5 feet tall. It's got our command module, our engine room, our living quarters, everything the astronauts need. So it's 245 pieces that the kids put together. It also comes with 2 figures, Guju and Shelly. And I left his helmet off because I want to show you that depending on how they're feeling, they have different emotions on their faces. So, but when he's ready, here we go, and we are off.
That is incredible.
Yeah, great for the imagination. And listen, we all have our eyes on Mars these days, right?
Oh, we certainly do. And these stories, these ideas certainly out of this world. Thanks so much, Lori Shack, the Chief Toy Officer at Toy Insider. Wow, that was really cool. All right, now let's make our way back over to